Two people, one forest. The first died in 3 hours, the second survived 30 days and walked out alive. The difference between them is one decision you must know. Because statistics are ruthless. 80% of people lost in the forest make a fatal mistake in the first 60 minutes. Now I'll show you why panic kills faster than hunger and the simple algorithm that saved someone. July 2019. Moscow region. Alexander, 34 years old, experienced mushroom picker. Knows these woods like the back of his hand. He enters a familiar section at 2 p.m. Perfect weather, phone charged to 80%. At 2:40 p.m., he realizes something is wrong. The familiar trail has disappeared somewhere. Nothing terrible, thinks Alexander. I'll find my way out now. And here begins the chain of fatal errors. Error number 1. Alexander starts moving faster. His brain switches to panic mode. Adrenaline skyrockets. Rational thinking shuts down. Error number 2. He moves intuitively on feelings. Psychologists call this illusion of control. The person is confident they know the direction, although actually walking in circles. Error number 3. He doesn't stop, even when tired, even when it got dark. At 5:20 p.m., his phone died. He tried to break through weak signal, calling every possible number. At 6 p.m., hypothermia began. Temperature dropped to 12 degrees Celsius. Rain started. Wet clothes, exhaustion, stress. Alexander was found the next day, 800 meters from the road. Cause of death, hypothermia and heart failure due to acute stress. 3 hours. Just 3 hours from the moment I'm slightly lost to the point of no return. Let's break down what happens to your brain when you realize you're lost. Stage 1, denial. The brain refuses to accept reality. First 10 to 15 minutes. Stage 2, panic, 15 to 40 minutes. Pulse up to 140 beats. Tunnel vision, critical thinking drops by 70%. You start doing irrational things. Stage 3, chaotic actions, 40 minutes to 2 hours. Meaningless movement. Person can walk 10 kilometers but move 500 meters from rescue. Phenomenon of circular movement. Without landmarks, people walk in arcs and circles. Stage 4, exhaustion, 2 to 4 hours. Physical and psychological resources at zero. This is where the most dangerous decisions are made. Here's frightening statistics. 45% of lost people are found dead within 1 kilometer radius of their last known point. 67% moved in direction opposite to rescue. 89% had everything necessary for survival, but didn't use it. The problem is not lack of tools. The problem is in the head. Now the complete opposite. Siberia, October 2021. Mikhail, 52 years old, amateur hunter. Lost in the taiga, no connection. 40 kilometers to nearest village, unknown which direction. Mikhail survived 30 days and walked out himself. Know what he did differently? In the first 30 minutes, Mikhail made the most important decision of his life. He stopped. Yes, simply stopped. Sat on a stump, took deep breaths, and began to think. Here's his algorithm. Step 1, stop. First 30 minutes. Mikhail stayed in place, didn't succumb to panic. Step 2, inventory 30 to 60 minutes. He took out everything from pockets, literally everything. Knife, matches, 7 pieces, lighter, plastic bag, shoelaces, phone, discharged. Half bottle of water, 2 sandwiches. I understood, says Mikhail, that I have everything for survival. Step 3, priorities, first day. Mikhail knew the rule of threes: 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without warmth in extreme conditions, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. First priority, shelter and fire. Not finding the exit, he built a simple shelter from spruce branches, made fire, survived the first night in warmth. Step 4, signals, day 2 to 5. Mikhail didn't run through forest, he created signals, smoky fire during day, added wet grass, bright fire at night, laid out SOS signal on clearing from branches 6 meters long, hung bright bag on tall tree, depth 5. Survival, day 6 to 30. Only when it became clear searches were dragging on. Mikhail began slow movement, moved along stream. Water always leads to river, river to people. Left marks every 50 meters. Walked only during day, in light hours. Each evening new shelter, new fire. Ate berries, bark, pine nuts. Caught fish by hand in backwater. On day 30 he reached a river. A long river to hunter's cabin. From there to people. Doctors were shocked. Mikhail lost 14 kilograms but was mentally sound and without serious injuries. The difference between 3 hours and 30 days is the difference between panic and plan. Now specifically to you. What to do if you get lost? Save this in memory. Algorithm. Stop and survive. First 10 minutes critical. Number 1. Stop. Right now. Do not take a single step. Sit down. Drink water. Count to 100. Number 2. Acknowledge the situation. Say out loud, I am lost. This removes denial. Number 3. Give first signal. Call 112. Works even without network through any operator. Shout 3 times, international distress signal. If you have whistle, 3 short blasts. Number 4. Stay in place minimum 1 hour. If they're searching for you, they'll find you faster if you don't move. First hour. Number 5. Inventory. Lay out everything you have. Everything is a resource. Number 6. Assess threats. How much time until dark? What temperature at night? Is there water? Is there shelter? Number 7. Plan for the night. 3 hours until dark. Prepare shelter now. First 24 hours. Number 8. Rule of 3 fires. If possible, 3 fires in triangle. International signal. Number 9. Don't conserve resources. This is not a 30-day expedition. Use everything for warmth and signals in first day. Number 10. Stay in one place. Moving makes sense only if you definitely know direction with compass, sun, landmarks. Immediate life threat at location, like avalanche, fire, flood. More than 3 days passed without search signs. What to always take to forest. Minimum EDC for forest. Phone plus external battery. Whistle, knife, lighter plus matches in waterproof packaging, bright garbage bag. Flashlight, water half-liter minimum, chocolate or nuts. This fits in pockets. This weighs 300 grams. This saves lives. But you know what's most important? Not knife, not matches, not even skills. Most important is your brain. All survival experts agree on one thing. 90% of survival is psychology. Here are 3 iron rules. Rule 1. Panic is enemy number 1. Panic killed more people than cold and hunger combined. It makes you run instead of think. Technique: breathing 4-7-8. Physiologically impossible to do while panicking. Body calms down. Rule 2. Small goals. Don't think how to get out of forest. Think how to survive the next hour. Break survival into parts. Until dark, find shelter. Until morning, maintain fire. In morning, make signal fire. Rule 3. Positive thinking equals survival. Research shows optimists survive 3 times more often than pessimists in identical conditions. Mikhail told himself every morning, they're searching for me, they will find me. And meanwhile, I control the situation. Let's return to the beginning. Alexander and Mikhail. One forest, different fates. Alexander panicked, Mikhail planned. Alexander ran, Mikhail stopped. Alexander hoped for luck. Mikhail created chances. This is not a story about luck. This is a story about choice. The choice you make in first 30 minutes determines everything. And this choice begins right now with preparation. Now, specific tasks for you. Task 1. Right now, without delay, assemble minimum survival kit. 300 grams that can save a life. Task 2. Share this video with someone who goes to forest. Mushroom pickers, hunters, tourists. This can save a real life. Task 3. Write in comments what you will put in your survival kit. Let's create the ideal list together as a community. Like if you learned something new. Subscribe and hit the bell. Remember, best survival is preparation before, not improvisation after. See you in next video. Take care of yourselves. Stop, think, plan, survive.